So what's up guys, Zenogrid here and welcome back to a new video. In this video I'm going to show you guys how you can play Overwatch 2 on a low-end PC. Well, Overwatch 2 released a few days ago and one of the great thing about this game is that the hardware requirement for this game isn't much. I was able to run the game at over 50 to 60 FPS with a GT 730. Well, the gameplay that you can see here is actually from that PC. Now I know there's 1050 Ti written on there, but that's just a mistake. I forgot to edit that in MS Afterburner, but I can assure you that the gameplay is actually from a GT 730. Now the CPU is a little good on my PC, but if you have a moderate CPU like a Core i3 or Core i5 or even Pentium, you might actually get really good FPS with this game. So without wasting any more time, let's get right into it. And here's a little benchmark. I'm gonna play it for a few minutes because the gameplay, I was actually getting a really good gameplay here. Anyway, before going through all the tweaks and settings, I recommend you guys optimize your Windows first. For that, you can watch a video of mine where I showed you guys how you can optimize your Windows 10, or you can also watch other videos on YouTube because my video is actually pretty old at this point, but don't worry, I'll come up with a new one really soon. So first of all, you want to go to your in-game settings, then go to your video settings. It will be the first one right here. So let's go through the video settings first. So first of all, we have full screen, then target display, best match. I mean, definitely we have one display on my PC. So anyway, I have the resolution set to 1600 into 1900. By the way, you can actually use 1080p or 720p if you need, or according to your PC, but actually 900p works really good for me. Then I have my field of view set to 90. Now you can lower it to 80, but I think 90 is actually good and I think it's a little standard and it's better than 80. But if you're still lagging, then go to 80. It doesn't matter. I mean, it does matter, but it won't, I mean, it will help with the performance. I hope you get that. So anyway, I have my aspect ratio, dynamic render scaling. Obviously turn this on and set the render scale to automatic. You don't have to change it yourself. I mean, you can do custom and select minimum in-game resolution and maximum, but I think keeping it automatic doesn't make much difference. And also set the frame rate to automatic. Now you can set it to custom, but I tried and I actually got worse FPS. So keeping it automatic works better for me. But if you want to go custom and set the desired frame rate to 60 or 30 according to your PC, which basically means that this will work with the dynamic render scaling and give you that desired FPS. So I'm gonna keep that automatic for me. Now triple buffering, keep that off. Now by the way, I was getting some screen tearing issues, so I had to turn on VSync, but you might not or you might, that's up to you, that's also optional. So anyway, most of these things here are optional and dependent on you. By the way, you can also turn on Nvidia Reflex if you have that. Now when I turn on Nvidia Reflex, I was actually getting lesser FPS. The performance actually hampered for that. So you might want to turn that off. So that's why I disabled it. But if you can, try to enable it. Let's go to graphics quality now. So set the graphics quality to low. Like directly just hit low and everything will be set to low. The only thing I would like to change here is high quality upsampling. Set this to AMD FSR 1.0. I mean, I hope they come with AMD FSR 2.0 really soon, but 1.0 actually works better than the default upscaling method. So set that to 1.0 and set the image sharpening to 0.50. And I mean, this will give you a little better result, but if you actually care about performance mode, just set this to 0.25. So that's alright. Now anyway, all the other settings are gonna be set to low anyways, and then go to details, and well, here's all that. These are just showing stats and they don't actually matter much. So this is the graphics in-game settings I was using to play that gameplay, and I was actually able to get over 50 FPS with just this. So anyway, after applying all the in-game settings, let's get outside and we're gonna use a software called Process Lasso. Some of my viewers actually told me about this and I think it actually works, but I didn't get much difference because I already have a good CPU, but if you have a lower CPU, then you might actually get some performance boost out of it. By the way, I also use another software called Razer Cortex as a game boosting software. You can also install that. So the link of Razer Cortex will be in the description box below. Anyway, let's go to Process Lasso now. By the way, Razer Cortex works automatically. You don't have to do anything for that, just keep it installed on your PC. So after having Process Lasso opened, we have to open our game again. Sorry, I kind of forgot that. Now while we have our game open, press the Windows key or Alt plus Tab and just go to Process Lasso. Now I just hit the Windows key and it just minimized the game for me. But anyway, let's go to Process Lasso, go to Active Processes and find Overwatch from here. So we found our Overwatch. Now right click on it and set the CPU priority, go to Always and set it to High. Set the CPU affinity and make sure that all the cores are selected. Now I have a Ryzen 5 6-core CPU with 12 threads, which is why it has shown me 12 CPU threads. You're not gonna see this much, or you might even see more than this much. So select all of them anyway. So set the IO priority always to high, then go to memory priority and set that to normal as well, because that's the highest actually, and set the application power profile to beat some highest performance. And well, that's all you gotta do on Process Lasso to get more performance boost. Now that's pretty much all you have to do for getting a boosted performance. I hope you guys can run the game smoothly now. By the way, if you have an Nvidia GPU, you can actually do a little more thing that I'm going to show you in Nvidia control panel. So right click on your desktop or anywhere, just open Nvidia control from anywhere. From Nvidia control panel, go to manage 3D settings, then go to program settings, then select Overwatch from here. Now if you don't see Overwatch here, then press add and you will see Overwatch right here. As you can see, I have Overwatch right here. Anyway, I don't have to add it anyway. So after that, go here and select low latency mode and turn it on. Then power management mode, select prefer maximum performance, set the filtering quality to high performance, set the trilinear optimization to on, and that's pretty much it. Here you'll see a apply button. If you changed your settings, apply it, and that's pretty much all you gotta do to get a little more performance. So well, that's it for today. I was able to get around 50 to 60 FPS and I hope you can run the game smoothly on your PC as well. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Tata.